Hello and welcome to The Good, the Bad and the Worst, a podcast where we watch movie trilogies and decide which movie got its clothes from the Lost and Found at Comic-Con. I'm your host, Griner, and joining me tonight...
I'm Shooter McConan, and I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
And I'm Luke Morgan, and I'm the only guy here that ever tried to take my skate off to stab somebody.
All right, boys. Of course, we are covering Happy Gilmore. This is not a trilogy; it's two movies, but we do whatever we feel like, just like Happy Gilmore.
Exactly. Don't do things the traditional way.
No, that's right. Now, Luke, I'm concerned that you're going to tell me you really like Happy Gilmore 1, and I'm going to feel like, how can you say that when you hate comedy classics like Anchorman and Step Brothers when they're all cut from the same damn cloth?
Happy Gilmore 1 is a classic. Like, I love Happy Gilmore 1. This movie, and I feel like it had been a long time since I watched it. And I knew every word, like line for line, as I was watching it. And it just, I don't know. Obviously, I think it'd be nostalgia would be the main thing that it probably comes down to, as this was, for some reason, the movie I watched as like a 6 and 7-year-old over and over and over again. It's the movie I feel like me and my brothers quote all the time and have quoted my whole life. Like the amount of times I've heard, "Where were you on that one, dipshit?" Like just little lines and stuff like that. It's just there's so many funny things. Like as soon as me and my brother catch up, we just end up quoting Happy Gilmore all the time. Like there's something about this movie. It's got a banging soundtrack. The soundtrack's great. I don't know. This is like my favorite Adam Sandler movie, other than probably Uncut Gems or anything like that. But this is like the best Adam Sandler comedy, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, everyone's got one Adam Sandler comedy they kind of grew up on, I feel. There's like they've always got a defining film in their origin story. Grider, did you have any of those?
I did, and it definitely wasn't Happy Gilmore. It was The Wedding Singer. For me,
You're the Wedding Singer, yeah.
Yeah, Wedding Singer. Big Wedding Singer got a lot of play in our house. Happy Gilmore was a little too edgy, I think, for my household growing up. Yeah. Conan, did Happy Gilmore get a lot of play in your house?
No, Happy Gilmore is the missing piece of my Sandler. I mean, I haven't seen all of Sandler's films. I haven't seen Wedding Singer either, even though I had friends in school who loved that
You
movie.
haven't seen Wedding Singer?
You should watch Wedding Singer.
Maybe one day. But like that and Happy Gilmore were kind of the two missing pieces from his filmography. So I was Billy Madison, Waterboy, Little Nicky is the holy trifecta. That's the trinity of Adam Sandler comedies. And so Happy Gilmore, like I think, I don't know, golf was not a big thing in our house. You know, we weren't a sporty people and we did, and hockey even less so. So I honestly think that the idea of having like a movie about a sports guy was just a deterrent, whereas a movie about Satan and Son of Satan, we can get behind that.
Very big in the Conan household.
Very big in the clubhouse. And the Waterboy, you know, we all drink water.
Also sports related, but anyway.
Very sports
related. I realize saying this now, I don't actually know why that was a big thing, but for some reason that got played. I don't know. Me and my sister, we watched Little Nicky and the Waterboy a lot. It's like a lot.
Luke, do you have a holy trinity of Adam Sandler movies from your childhood?
Yeah. So I believe mine was Happy Gilmore, Waterboy, and you just said it. Why have I forgotten?
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Little Nicky was like the side one that I watched and I know quotes from, but it was like the one that didn't get many plays in my house.
Shame.
But yeah, like Waterboy I loved. Like Waterboy was great. It had Captain Insano, you know, the Big Show from WWE, as a wrestler on the TV that mocks him at the start. Like there's a lot that I like about the
really
Waterboy.
Good
and
scene.
These movies I haven't watched in a very long time as well. I should probably revisit them as well. But yeah, it's Happy Gilmore was like the one though. We watched it over and over and over again. Like I loved it.
I rewatched The Waterboy for this, and like that movie still slaps. That movie is so friggin' funny. And like, I think it's undeniable with Adam Sandler. His comedy work is very much about when it hits you. Like Happy Gilmore is like a pivotal text for late Gen X, early millennials. Like, I think if you're a teenager when this came out and you saw this, like it defines you in the same way that Anchorman defined a generation. Yeah, that's right. And like Jim Carrey movies sort of defined a lot of people. Anchorman defines a lot of people. Napoleon Dynamite, like these when comedies catch a young person at the right time, it just
Yep.
becomes how they see the world and how they define their own sense of humor.
Part of their
So for a whole-
personality, yeah. Yep.
That's right. And Happy Gilmore, definitely that. But like all of Adam Sandler's movies, if you see them at the right time or one of them at the right time, that becomes it just imprints on you.
Yep.
That's like, and I think we just never saw Happy Gilmore. I'm sure if I saw this when I was 6 or 7, at the same time I saw the others, I would think it's great. But we just never did.
Yeah.
And so when I first saw it years later, I was underwhelmed, and when I watched it this time, I was underwhelmed.
See, like, there's not a week that goes by that I don't say today, Junior, because of Billy Madison as well. Like, there's just these movies have imprinted on me so much. Like, I don't know, I have to go to my happy place when I'm in severe pain, like Happy Gilmore does, or I'm trying to focus. It looks very similar.
So is it also Julie Bowen?
No, the one with the grandma. The one with the grandma
right.
kiss. Is that the bad place? I forget. But like, I don't know. There's something watching this again. I feel like it's been years since I watched it. I watched this with my daughter, who's like just turned 7 as well. So I was like, okay, she's a similar age. She adored it. Like, she loved this movie. And my son had no interest. He didn't want to watch it, but my daughter was like, I'll watch it. And she just thought it was so funny. Like, there's something, so these movies don't exist anymore. So movies like this, something that's simple, hour and 20, sports comedy. I feel like it's something that, like, obviously the humor, some of it's not politically correct or whatever you want to say, but I don't know. It's just, I feel like it flies through. Like, you can't get bored in this movie, I feel like.
Well, we just don't have like comedians to the same caliber or degree as Adam Sandler. Like, he's a Saturday Night Live alumni. He started off doing like comedy albums and all that stuff. It's like, we had the era of, like, you had him and Mike Myers, and you had obviously you had people like Belushi long before that. But like, you had these comedians who came up on SNL, and like Will Ferrell's probably the last real exemplar of it, I think, who monetize that comedy energy they have on there in stand-up, and then are able to make movies out of it, basically. Who are able to kind of do that character and just make movies where it's like, you don't go to the movie for the concept, you go to the movie for this comedian's times. Like, Jim Carrey wasn't SNL, but he was the same one. He was in On Living Color. But like, you go to an Adam Sandler movie because Adam Sandler's funny, and I want to see Adam Sandler do Adam Sandler shit. And we just don't have that anymore. Like, we don't have comedians of that caliber. We don't have the same star power around them. Like, ones who we have are doing other stuff.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, I think there's other avenues for that now, like podcasts. Every other comedian has a podcast now, and if you're really into a comedian, you're listening to their podcast, and that's where you're getting your daily dose of whoever it happens to be, right?
Like, our audience gets through us.
Yeah, gets us, right?
We would have been making movies in the 90s.
That's why we haven't made a movie.
Exactly. That's the only reason. This podcast delayed it.
Yeah, the other one is like Bill Hader, who was an SNL guy. He went on and he makes Barry.
Yeah.
And he's like making movies. And so he kind of didn't do the comedy thing because he had other creative interests. And then, guys like Jordan Peele as well, who had their comedy show and their energy, they sort of did something different with that. It's the industry is changing. So you no longer, I don't know, the power of them, is no longer power. The power is no longer powerful enough to make comedy movies. It's they make podcasts, like you say, or they do a single season of a TV show that some people watch, but like, every single person saw an Adam Sandler movie in the 90s. I would say there's no person alive who has not seen an Adam Sandler movie in the 90s because it just dominated culture.
Yeah,
it really did. Yeah,
it's funny to think. Sorry, like it's funny to think back at that era, because it wasn't even just Adam Sandler. Like, you had all these different comedians that were doing this stuff. Like, even Rob Schneider. You had The Animal and you had Juice Bigelow, which for some reason, like, 6-year-old me loved Juice Bigelow. Like, that movie was so funny to me, and like, I probably shouldn't have been watching it, but I did. And then who was the other person I was just thinking of? Like, there's someone else, and that's gone off my mind.
Like, David Spade comes to mind as well, because they were
David Spade, Joe Dirt.
Yeah.
There was a whole
Ben
class.
Stiller with like
Ben Stiller.
Meet the Parents and like Something About Mary, all that sort of stuff. Like, there was these cliques of like comedians where they had their movies that you seem to have watched all of their movies just because they were in it, sort of thing.
That's right. Yeah.
But yeah. That doesn't exist anymore.
No, and like even Sandler's, he's still making these movies, but they go to Netflix. And so if you're a casual Netflix viewer, you've probably seen a bunch of his stuff. But
Yeah.
that's not quite the same as, like we talked about that ad nauseum, how Netflix movies are not the same as a Universal picture coming out in the cinema. And they don't get the same power of reruns on TV. Like there was a way that the industry was set up to enable this to happen. Like you'd get a star come through, and they could just sort of have this path to incredible influence. And that, we the ecosystem's just different now.
Yeah. So, what did you guys not like about Happy Gilmore?
Whoa.
We'll get into it.
Yeah, just
We'll get into it.
We're breaking it down already. All right.
No, we got to do stats first.
Yes. Stats.
Happy Gilmore, released in 1996, had a budget of $12 million, made $41 million at the global box office. Happy Gilmore 2, released in 2025, had a supposed budget of $30 million, and who knows how much it will make, has made, how successful it is. We will never find out.
No, I think I saw somewhere it debuted to like 40-something million views on the first day or whatever.
I will say, like, of Netflix, straight to Netflix movies, I have heard people talking about it in podcasts and around the place more than most other movies that go straight to Netflix.
Yep. Yeah. Seems like it was a discussion at my workplace where people who don't really watch movies were like, oh, Happy Gilmore 2 is out this week. And like, I feel like people, our generation, that was just like, I feel like there'd been a sequel talked about for Happy Gilmore for years that I feel like I'd been hearing about this.
Yeah.
So, yeah, people were excited.
Critical reception, Happy Gilmore 1, 31 on Metacritic. Happy Gilmore 2, 52 on Metacritic. Look at that.
What?
No, yeah, like the Metacritic of comedies, as we talked
It's
about.
bizarre, yeah.
But especially Adam Sandler comedies, like people hated him in the 90s.
IMDb has Happy Gilmore 1 at 7 and Happy Gilmore 2 at 6.1.
Yeah, people loathed him in the 90s. Like he was, his comedy was very dumb and critics did not get it.
I mean, critical reviews were just different in the 90s too, right? Like, I don't know.
Yes.
Bunch of old fuddy-duddies. You didn't have cool hip reviewers reviewing it like us.
Like you read reviews of Roger Ebert and just how he just it's like he's reviewing like a different film. The way he talks about it feels like he's just not seen the same movie because he's looking for something entirely different to it. And like we talked about it, if you don't click with a type of someone's comedy stylings, there's nothing in a comedy movie for you to hang on to, really.
No.
Like by their definition, they're meant to make you laugh. And so if you don't laugh at a certain person's jokes, you're not going to think it's a good movie. And that's not quite a fair metric. Like it's still it is still worth critiquing if you're just like, this just isn't funny, but it's hard when you're just like, I just don't appreciate lowbrow humor, or I think it's really offensive, and so I hate everything about it. Like Adam Sandler's kind of shtick is to grate and to really sort of like abrade against you with his voices and his attitudes. And so if you can't vibe with that, you're in for a bad time.
Yeah. All right, let's dig into Happy Gilmore 1. After his grandmother's house is repossessed by the IRS, a bad-tempered hockey player takes his talents to golf to earn the big bucks and get his grandmother's house back.
What a movie. This is cinema.
Absolute cinema.
Enough said.
Yeah, look, I don't have any nostalgia for this movie. And watching it in 2025, I'm like, this is fine. I could see myself enjoying Adam Sandler yelling when I was a kid, and he does a lot of yelling in this movie, but like, I don't know. It just didn't hit. It really didn't hit for me watching it this time, to be honest.
Yeah. I will say, like, the thing watching it now, the first time in years, I was just like, oh, okay, like, I don't find the whole just, I'm angry and I'm yelling and swearing, like, that's not funny to me. And I was like, oh, that's kind of like a weak character trait of this at all. Like, it's just, there's no value in that. There's no entertainment in that, I feel like. But
yeah,
everything around it, like when he's being normal and his interactions with other people, like, crack me up. Like, his interactions with Shooter McGavin, like, they're iconic, Like, I feel like, I don't know if it's just my circle and my family that I've grown up with, but I feel like these movies are quoted more than any other Adam Sandler movie.
I remember people around me quoting these movies a lot. Like, you eat pieces of shit for breakfast? Like that line is just like iconic. Yep.
Yeah, I think there's two like types of Adam Sandler movies. There is the one where he's playing sort of a version of himself. Like you have movies like this where he's just playing him but angry. Mr. Deeds where he's playing him but nice. Big Daddy where he's playing him but a bit more of a loser. Yeah, like forced to be a dad. Like there's those versions that I think you have to really like Adam Sandler as a young man to get into, and I don't. That's not my style. The other version is him playing one of his characters, which is Waterboy, Little Nicky,
mentally challenged.
mentally like Billy Madison, mentally challenged,
Waterboy.
additional needs, or he's doing a stupid voice and pulling a stupid face, and he's bringing his crazy energy to a character rather than just I'm playing a heightened version of me. And I think he's best when he's playing a character. I think he's best when he's doing a stupid voice and he's stuttering and he talks about how alligators are ornery because they have too many teeth and no toothbrush. Like that's funny shit. But like you said, Luke, when it's just him being really angry, that's not like I'm not trying to be like an old grouchy man, but that's just not funny. Just having someone be like, "Oh, I missed the ball," and swearing is like that's not funny. I genuinely
telling
don't.
the ball to go home.
Yeah,
are you too good for your home?
When he's fighting Bob Barker, that's funny.
That's funny. Yeah, there's moments, but like him yelling him yelling at the ball is funny because that's verging on Billy Madison territory, where it's like, why is he talking to a ball? He's very clearly got a mental deficiency. Like that's where that gets funny versus just when it's him just yelling and like pushing the caddy over. It's like, a lot of jokes are just like, wow, this guy's really angry, and that's not funny. Sorry to say.
I do like where it's just really over the top silly. Like Carl Weathers is pretty funny in this. His hand cracks me up every time I see it. I don't know why. It's just so fun. I don't know. Yeah, hand comedy is good comedy. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, that's all good. It's made a real sturdy. And the truck just runs
straight over. Yeah, no, I agree. Like all the gags and the visual jokes are really good. That's really good. And like there are some really fun. The moment where he first picks up the golf club, and he nails the guy through the window.
Yeah,
and then he nails him again, and then he nails the wife, and she falls out. Like that's all funny because it's just a really stupid gag.
Ben Stiller is funny.
Oh, all the stuff with Hal is probably the funniest stuff. That's the most. Those are the quotes.
Yeah.
The whole like go to sleep or I'll put you to sleep.
I say it all the time. As Ellie as my daughter was watching it, she's like, "Oh, that's where you get it." I was like, "Yes, exactly."
Yeah, it's like your back's gonna hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty. Like all those are timeless quotes. But then again, they're not like the Adam Sandler things. That's
I don't know. In 20, see, this is where we diverge, right? This is our two paths in life, Conan. Like, I feel like in 2025, those other movies where he's playing that character, doing the annoying voice, that's grating to me. Like, I don't think I could watch them movies now. I feel like if I watch Billy Madison now, I'd be like, oh, this is annoying.
No, Billy Madison.
Like, this is really annoying. Even my memories of it, I'm like, oh man, that was weird that I liked it back then, but I'm sure he's a little
Billy
annoying.
Madison is so funny. Holy shit.
Like Waterboy, like Bobby Boucher. I don't know. I'd have to watch it, and honestly, I'm kind of interested in rewatching all of them. But I feel like that character of like bit special, like that is.
Are we allowed to say that now? I think. What do we say for that? I think it's additional. He's got additional needs.
Yeah, like I just don't think that's as funny, and I don't know if that's just the political climate of the last 10 years that has made that not funny in my mind anymore. But like, I just feel like that's more grating.
I realize I'm in the minority here. Like, I have long been a defender of Little Nicky and Waterboy, and people have long been at me and been like, no, you can't, those aren't as funny. And I've always been standing against the Happy Gilmore stands who are like, that's peak comedy. And I'm like, no, you don't understand the nuance of the jokes about having Satan's 3 sons. And when Little Nicky's in there wearing a parka, it's funny. And when Quentin Tarantino turns up as the mad preacher, that's funny. And there's a lot of metatextual humor there.
Popeye's chicken is freaking awesome.
That's right. Popeye's reference.
Yeah.
See, all that shit's good. But yeah, you're right. I think most people, like generally, people were turned off by that, and people found him annoying more than anything else. I fully disagree with that. I think him being annoying is part of the character that works.
When I think about right now, like what Adam Sandler movies would I want to watch? It would be this, it would be Mr. Deeds, and it would be what's the other one? I'm bad with my memory. Big Daddy, and then there's the Longest Yard. I really like Longest Yard.
I've never seen that.
Really? Have you not watched The Longest Yard?
Like it just seems like a weird remake. Like it is. It's a weird remake. Like I don't know.
Watch it. I wait
I've
your
actually-
Letterboxd review because you should watch the long.
Probably not going to watch it.
Good cast. Good cast. Anyway, but they're the movies, and obviously there's a reason for it because he's not playing them characters. And I find them the most tolerable sort of thing. But
Yeah, like sometimes it works. Like obviously, in 2006, he makes Click, where he's doing that character, and Click's a good film. But I think that's the thing. It's when he's playing himself, he needs to be playing a. He needs to be sort of straddling his realistic energy. Like you get him in that, you get him in Reign Over Me, you get him in Uncut Gems, where he's like, you're clearly watching some of Adam Sandler here, and that there's also some sadness or some serious, or he's trying to act properly. I want that more than him just doing comedy. If he's going to play himself, I want him to play good acting as well, not play himself as kind of like the comedic straight man / also comedian of it.
you don't like him going off at his girlfriend through the intercom?
That part's fine. That part is okay.
That's funny.
Like none of these movies are like completely void of laughs. I'm not saying that I didn't think this was an awful movie. I just don't think it's that. I just don't think it's that good.
You're a Shooter McGavin fan. I can tell. You're just a
little bit.
Shooter McGavin's great.
He eats
he's
shit
funny.
like him for breakfast.
Yeah. His interaction with Jaws from James Bond, the real big tall dude, has always cracked me up. Just when he turns around, he's like, "Well, perhaps, Mr. Go." Oh my god! He's just bending the club like.
Yeah, that part is really funny. Mr. Larson says, "Hey, shooter," and Ben's like,
and you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot.
That's right. Yeah, that is funny.
Yeah, it's good. Do you like the caddy? Both of them. The hobo man
Hobo.
washing in the pond. No.
Yeah, not really.
He's fine. Hobo's okay. He's kind of funny.
Picking up the chip to eat it.
Yeah.
The cracker on the ground.
He
the $2
picks up
coin, puts it
the
in his
coin, like the marker. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny.
Do you think that, Luke, did you have any appreciation for golf? Like, did you
No.
know anything about it?
No. And that's the thing. You couldn't pay me to watch golf, like actual golf. The one time I've played golf, I try to hit it like Happy Gilmore over and over again. That was the only way. That's all I knew.
I think everybody has done that, right? Who goes to play golf?
Like 100%. So no, like golf does not interest me at all. And yeah, but like I watched this when I was 6 years old. Like it's not like any 6-year-old has an interest in golf, surely. Like it wasn't about that. I don't know.
A lot of 6-year-olds have
ice
dads
hockey,
who play golf.
and really, Happy Gilmore's not a golfer. He's an ice hockey player. And I liked ice hockey. I liked the Sega games of ice hockey. That's the point of Happy Gilmore. You sound like my son. My son didn't want to watch this because it was a boring golf movie, and I was like, "That's the point of it. He's not a golfer, so he's untraditional, and he's going into this boring sport and making it exciting." You know.
Well, in this one, not in the next one. No, like you're right. This movie doesn't deal with the minutiae of golf, but it spends a lot of time on golf.
It does a little bit. Like it really tries to point out how stiff shirt, like like how serious golf is, and how Happy Gilmore is not that, right?
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, it just I don't know. It's still just spending a lot of time like on the field, like hitting balls, and there's a lot of like the camera follows a golf ball flying through, and it's fine. But like these movies live and die on their concepts, and when there's things like this is a golf comedy, I have just absolute disdain for the game of golf. So I think that does affect my enjoyment.
Happy Gilmore like looked and acted like Little Nicky. Would you be more?
Fucking A, right.
If he was Little Nicky, but he was awesome at golf.
If the whole time he's going, "I'm from the South, the deep South," and then he hits the thing, I think it's peak 10 out of 10. no notes.
Yeah, well,
But he doesn't. Instead, he just talks like Adam Sandler, and then he yells.
I feel like, yeah, maybe this is something that needs to be introduced to you at a young age to have appreciation for it. And obviously, we all have them one. So, Griner, what is your Adam Sandler movie?
The Wedding Singer.
Oh, that's
So
right.
that's your favorite as well, or is that just the
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is. Yep, it's my favorite. My Holy Trinity would be that, Click, and 50 First Dates.
That's
Oh,
real.
man,
That's
that's
like
wild.
late stage.
It is. It is. Because my parents wouldn't let me watch Adam Sandler movies. It was too edgy. Like it was.
Yeah.
Too much. But The Wedding Singer is not. The Wedding Singer has zero edge, and the wedding. I actually really like The Wedding Singer.
Yeah, and he's not playing a character. He's not, as in he is playing a character, but he's not like the Billy Madison character.
No, he's not Billy Madison, but he's not like. No, yeah, he's not really Happy Gilmore either. Though. Like it's not an over the top movie really at all.
No, I've
pretty-
watched it, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah, I like it. I think he's fun when he sings. Like he's got a pretty good voice, and he does some pretty fun covers in that movie. And yeah, there's some good moments in it. But
He sings in the intercom in this one.
it's true he does.
He's a singer. Like he used to do songs. He released comedy albums.
Yeah,
Like
100%. Yeah.
he's very musically minded. I think even in Billy Madison, there's the whole dream sequence where he's like goes through and does a big song and dance. Like it's part of him.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't watch a lot of Adam Sandler movies when I was young. So like I don't have that nostalgia for this movie
Do you
or
generally
any
like,
of those.
Do you generally like his comedic styling, or are you? Because there are people who are like ride or die Adam Sandler heads. They adore his stuff. There are other people who loathe him.
I don't loathe him at all. Like I don't hate Happy Gilmore. I think it's fun. I kind of like Big Daddy, but like yeah, I don't know. I don't think about Adam Sandler a lot. Like he's not one of my comedy idols.
Not your Roman Empire.
Like I'm Will Ferrell, ride or die. Like his comedies are my shit. But
Yeah,
And I feel like that's because you missed out on such a vital part of the 90s.
Maybe.
Of the Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Like, so you just grasped the
I'm just
next-
younger than you guys, and I just I came up and it was Will Ferrell that was big when I was coming up.
See, like, I like Adam Sandler. Like, I like these movies that I watched as a kid and have nostalgia for. Even to The Longest Yard. That was like a 2003 movie. I was like 11 years old. Had a lot of wrestlers in it. That's why I watched it. Like, there's like 5 different wrestlers in it, and I was like, whoa, I'm watching that. But like when like Grown Ups and all that sort of stuff came out, I had no interest. I was like, no, I'm not watching. And
There's
Adam
definitely like there's a period, and it's like not long after Click, right, where he just I don't know. He's an interesting dude. Like you listen to him talk about it, he's like, I don't really care. People pay me to make these movies. I get all my friends involved, and we have a good time, and everybody gets paid.
though.
But you could tell they're not good movies. Like
No, it feels like they're filming themselves hanging out and just making stupid
Yeah.
jokes they wouldn't amongst themselves. It feels,
and somehow that
feels
finds an
lazy.
audience to some degree, though.
Yeah,
Like
it does.
those, I feel
I
like
agree.
Grown Ups is a movie that people like. Like I was
There's a
talking to
sequel.
some people about Happy Gilmore 2, and they're like, "Oh, you should watch Grown Ups. It's one of his best movies." I'm like, "Grown Ups
What?
is terrible."
Cancel them out of your life. You don't
I really
need that
should.
kind of
I really
energy
should.
in your life.
There's a podcast I used to listen to it's called the worst idea of all time or something like that, where they just watch Grown Ups every week for a year, and it's just the documentation
the worst
of
idea
it's the documentation of their descent into madness. It's great. You should check that out.
Did they end up having an appreciation for it by the end, or just no?
But no, not really.
Yeah, no, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, I think it's a testament to Adam Sandler because like you're right. After about Click and even before Click, because Longest Yard doesn't have a huge fan base. You have like Spanglish, 50 First Dates before that.
Spanglish. Zohan, there was that Zohan movie.
Yeah, so after Click, then he goes into really bad. For about 10 years, he just makes absolute trash. He is like, tries to be serious and funny people. You don't mess with Zohan. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. Just go with it. Zookeeper, Jack and Jill, which is a
Jack and
I've
Jill.
never seen.
Jack and
But
Jill. Oh
that's my
God,
boy.
no.
Grown Ups 2, Blended, The Cobbler. And then he gets into his Netflix run. So yeah, for about like 10, 15 years, he is making literal trash. But then he'll come out of nowhere and be like, he'll make the Merowitz stories, which is like this serious drama for Netflix that people liked. Then he makes Uncut Gems that is like blows everyone's mind. He's kind of like, he's got this weird sort of almost, not self-loathing, but like he is aware that he seems to have no reverence or respect for his own kind of impact on the industry. It's like he's not trying to make the greatest movie. He's not trying to be, some big name actor. He's not trying to be Brad Pitt. He's not trying to even be like any of the comedian greats.
He's not even trying to be Adam Sandler from the 90s, right? Like,
no.
He doesn't have any reverence for it. You're right. That's the right word for it.
He's just like, and like I said, he just wants to hang out with his friends, make movies. He films in locations where they can get holidays. Like Blended was shot in Africa because he's like, I wanted to go to Africa. And so I took my family to Africa and we made a movie. And it's like,
he's like the best scammer ever. Like he knows how to exploit this and make money.
But I don't think it's even exploitation. Like he's upfront about this the whole way through. Everybody knows this is what he's doing. And yet he's still getting money from Netflix. People still go see his movies. Like,
and he puts all of his friends in all of his movies. Like they always show up. He's literally given, like some people, like it's the only jobs Rob Schneider's getting these days.
These days are sure.
100%.
He's kidding.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it speaks to his energy that I think people like these movies even though they're awful, because he's just he seems like a guy you want to hang out with. Like he just seems like there's something warm about him. I heard this story from someone who acted with him in a really early movie, and they're like, he still calls me on my birthday like every year, and he's like, he'll call me up and just be like, check how I'm doing, and be like, you going all right? And like he's basically he just checks up on people, and he's like. He seems like a kind of guy who genuinely cares about his friends, and that's why he makes these movies and he keeps giving jobs.
Really get to him and corrupt.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like he's a family man. He has 2 daughters and his wife. They've been together for years. He just seems like a really surprisingly down to earth dude for someone who was essentially the biggest comedy star for at least a decade.
And like, I don't know, there's an Adam Sandler like fashion style. Like most people's comfortable at house stuff is Adam.
And he
Sandler.
it hasn't changed in 20 years or whatever, right? Like,
yeah,
he's just that's right. Yeah, you see him walking down New York with like just eating pickles out of a jar. He just doesn't care. Yeah, and so there's a real like him or not, there's an admiration you can't deny that he's a genuinely funny guy who found a way to share that gift with the world, and he's and he kind of. I don't know. He wants to do that, but he just wants to live a life. And it's like, that's really cool.
It is.
And I'm glad that we get stuff like Uncut Gems now where he's flexing some acting chops. I mean, he's not like, that's not like an amazing, I don't know how to describe his role in that movie. Like it's a really good movie. He's really good in it. Is he like acting? I don't know. Is he just being Adam Sandler in that situation? Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Like that's the impression I get. Yeah. But it's still like it works. 100% works. It's a lot of fun.
It is.
But you're right. Yeah.
There's another one he did that was about basketball.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
He was really good.
Hustle.
Yeah. It was really good as well.
Yeah. That's right. Like he can act. He's a really talented actor. But again, he doesn't care if you don't think he is. He's like, no, I'll make Murder Mystery 1 and 2. I'll make $20 million. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And
50 First Dates is a banger too. I do like 50 First Dates. Yeah.
Yep. I watched a lot of 50 First Dates in high school. Like it was one of those movies we always watched when we had movie nights and stuff.
Was that how you picked up chicks? You're like, come over and watch 50 First Dates.
Come over and watch 50 First Dates. I'm going to hit you on the back of the head so you lose your memory. 50 First Dates and chill? Yeah, that's just...
Andrew, this makes me uncomfortable. Please don't watch this.
Is it because of the implication?
Not again. Not again. No, go back to this. At the end of the movie, I was like, "Oh no, I've forgotten it. Let's watch it again." Sean Astin's great in that too.
Yeah, he is. Him in that muscle shirt will just be forever ingrained in my brain. Exactly. Think about that a lot.
Yep, for sure.
All right, shall we move on to Happy Gilmore 2?
Yes.
Yeah, do it.
Released in 2025. Revisit Happy Gilmore's golf career after his win in the Tour Championship. What a summary.
Man,
that is kind of the plot of this movie. Yeah, there's not much
it's
else.
True.
Wrote that plot summary.
Yeah, just put something on there. I had like less than no expectations for this movie. And I actually had kind of fun. Like, surprisingly had a fun time watching this dumb movie. Like, it is dumb, but I like, you know what? I'm kind of enjoying him and his daughter bonding through this movie. Like, I don't know. There's something about this movie that actually kind of works in a way that it shouldn't, and I don't get it.
Fully agree. Luke, I'm expecting you to be like, this is the worst movie ever made.
Yes, I am too.
I was not a fan of this movie. It was just stupid. No, like I don't know if. Obviously, I think the main thing to point out is I have this reverence for the first one that I've loved my whole life, and I don't know. My brother and I had sent each other articles for a few years, being like, "Oh my god, they're going to make a Happy Gilmore 2. This is exciting." So I had hopes for this and expectations, and it's not a bad film. I just felt like it was just missing. I don't know, missing Happy. First of all, they killed Julie Bowen to start the movie, and that pissed me off. I was like, no, that's not cool.
Because she has aged amazingly. Like, she looks so much better than Adam Sandler 30 years later. Like,
You're saying it's not believable that
she was out of his league in Happy Gilmore 1. She's way out of his league now. Like, unbelievable.
And he was like, I know this, so I just need to kill her.
That was a pretty surprising moment, though, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I was like, yeah. Because I was so, when it all started, I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited they got everyone back. I was like, this is so cool that everyone's back. And then, he just killed her off. But, it's, I like the idea of what they're going for, that there's this new guy that's trying to make golf exciting because golf isn't exciting. And that's the villain of this, and Happy Gilmore's the person then fighting against that. I enjoy all that. I just feel like a lot of the gags around that aren't funny. Like, I don't know, the hip replacement thing and watching them weirdly CGI turn is weird to me.
Very strange.
I feel like a lot of the humor of them, I feel like there's a lot of humor that's like, hey, remember this from the first one?
100%. And that's all the stuff that didn't really work for me either.
They show clips for the first one, basically remember this, and it's like, I remember it vividly because I know it word for word. Having to explain it to me every second joke that it's a joke from the first one, and really makes it fall flat for me. I like the dynamic with his family, with all the boys.
I love every flashback of them at their jobs or whatever. They're all getting the traffic cones or whatever. I don't know. That cracked me up every time they did it. It's the most childish joke in the world, but I don't know. It did work. I agree.
That's what works, because in the first one we have the montage of him doing it all of his different jobs. And it's just funny with all the things that you wouldn't think they'd be able to turn it into that, and they turn it into it. I like the scenes with him and his daughter where obviously it's the Adam Sandler thing again. Instead of his friends, he's like, "Oh, I'm going to get my family jobs. We're going to film this, and it's going to take advantage." But it works, and it adds heart to it. I just feel like the humor, a lot of the times, is a swing and a miss. Like Happy Gilmore at the start of this movie.
Pun intended.
Every time he goes for a swing,
Yeah,
I like that when he's trying to get back into it and he's at the golf course with the people, Margaret Quayle, which is such a small
Eric Andre. Yeah.
Eric Andre, weirdest cameos.
I'm enjoying that, but then, I don't know, the second half of the movie, I just felt like I got bored.
What did you think? I really liked Slim Peterson. I don't know why. He just cracked me up. His arm was even lazier this time, his fake hand. It's just are you clearly holding on to something it's bending in weird ways, and he's scratching himself on the neck with it and stuff?
I know he was Hill from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Yes, that was really funny.
Yeah, it was funny.
Luke, do you have a version of this movie that works for you?
Probably not.
Because there are two criticisms. Yeah, people who are this movie's all fan service.
But it's not good fan service. I want fan service, but I want it to not be hammering me over the head, being like, "Do you remember this funny scene?" It's yes, I do. Do it subtly.
Yeah, because I just had the thought watching. I'm like, this movie actually kind of does everything that a sequel that I'd kind of want a sequel to do. It's a continuation, but it's also very different to it. In this one, he's the protector of golf instead of the
Yeah.
The person shaking it up. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and that's kind of interesting. And it's like it's reviewing his life at a later point, and they're not just doing the exact same plot of he's got to be good. It's like he sort of does, but it's very different. And like they, Shooter McGavin's an ally now, no longer an enemy.
Yeah.
It's kind of it was ticking all the boxes of like, yeah, this is what a sequel should do. But then so many people were like, this is not the sequel I want. And I'm not really sure what.
I'm fine with the plot and like the idea of it. Like that works for me. That like I was excited about it and everything like that. I just feel like it doesn't land for me. Like I have no desire to ever watch this movie again. Like at all.
Absolutely, yeah.
And yeah, and you guys agree. But like I watched the first one religiously, and I could be in the mood to watch the first one again anytime. Like I'm like, yeah, I'll watch that again and think of the funny stuff from it. But I can't really think of anything that made me laugh out loud in the second one. I feel like they try a bunch of stuff. Even Eminem has a cameo, but it's not funny.
It's a weird cameo.
It's such a random cameo.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny.
And it's funny that because it's Eminem, but it's not funny. Like, what's the humor in that?
There is a lot of like, oh, look who they got for this scene, and like that. Yeah, is pretty weak.
There are whole articles written to the cameos, like listing them all. It's insane.
The golf players, like I hate when they put sports stars in movies. They look like they're having fun at least. Like it feels like they're having a good time, which does rub off on you a bit. But you're right. Like none of them. There's one guy who could kind of act, but the rest are pretty bad.
Yeah, they're not good.
Thank you. That's what my problem as well was. Because who the hell knows golfers? Like, I can guarantee you, the most Happy Gilmore fans aren't knowledgeable of who golfers are. Like, I don't think they're watching golf religiously. I didn't know who any of these people were.
You don't know Rory McIlroy? Like, seriously?
I know that name because it was a PS3 game, but like,
exactly.
I don't know who he looks like. But like, I could tell that they were golfers because I could tell they weren't actors.
Yeah.
But I didn't know who they
100%,
were.
yeah.
So it takes away all the star power. But I was like, these people are obviously, they're known to golfers or people that are golf fans, if that's such a thing. But I was just like, they're not good actors. So it's just, I don't know, it's a waste of time and energy.
But again,
sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
No, because I'm going to move on. You go.
Well, again, this is what we said was kind of the fun of Sandler, though, is that he just hangs out with people he likes, and that energy becomes contagious. And he obviously respects golf a lot. He obviously really likes the sport, so he gets all these golfers and he gets all these celebrities, and he just hangs out. He goes like it's like a 20-minute scene of him at a golf dinner, just hanging out with all these golf champions.
Exactly.
And Travis Kelce turns up. He clearly loves these people, and there is something there kind of enjoyable of like. Or at least respectable. Like, oh, he just wants to hang out with golf celebrities.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, it's not for me, but...
It's a novelty. And
yeah,
and that's the thing, like, but that Adam Sandler of just hanging out with his friends and just whatever, getting paid for it, is the bad movie Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not the movies you remember, right? Like,
grown-ups. That's not the funny ones. Like, I don't watch Happy Gilmore and be like, oh, he's hanging out with Julie Bowen and Shooter McGavin because they're good friends in real life. And Charles Peterson, like it's a different dynamic than just hanging out with his friends. That whole scene with all the golf, but I don't know anyone. Like my wife was like, "Is that Travis Kelce?" And I was like, "Surely not." And I was like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Oh, he is." I don't know celebrities. I feel like these days, but
I mean, the rest of the world does know who Travis Kelce is, though. We don't.
100%. Do you know the only person watching this where I was like, "Oh, I know that guy." I guarantee it's somebody. None of you guys were like, "Oh, a wrestler is one of his sons." I was like, "Oh my god, it's the wrestler! It's MJF from AEW."
I read that somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. But like, and so obviously that's just my market. That's my demographic. I know the wrestler. I don't know the golfers or anything like that. But it's just, I don't know.
But yeah, there's something in there for everyone. You get a wrestler. I recognize the that basketball player from John Wick who plays Mr. Larson's son. There's a cameo for everybody in this movie.
That's true.
Yeah.
Again, Post Malone's in one scene. It's like,
and he's really dumb. He's a really dumb character, but he's kind of funny. Like,
I think he has one line of dialogue, or maybe two.
Literally, where he's just like, "Wow, that's crazy!" Like that's nothing. He's just there just to be like, "Wow, I like these movies. I like Adam Sandler."
Yeah, he puts the cowboy hat on, a very famous golf commentator, and it's like, oh yeah.
Which
I understand.
Who was in the first movie? Like the guy.
Yeah. So I knew them. I knew the commentators. I was excited to see them back, but like. it's a novelty, which I'm like, you know what? It came out on Netflix. I sat down in my own home, watched it, didn't pay for it. That's fine. I'm not going to hate on the movie, but it's I don't know. It doesn't make an impact.
See, I found this movie fascinating, like truly kind of fascinating, and I enjoyed it so much more than I was expecting. I think there's a discrepancy if you have a nostalgia and a fondness for the first one, this is like a desecration of a sacred text, where people will look at this and be like, he is shitting on the memory of everything I loved. Just if he makes Little Nicky 2, I'll probably feel that same way. And like, yeah,
and it's just filled with basketball players for some reason. I don't know. Like,
yeah, and references to back to Little Nicky. Like that would be really sort of frustrating. So I think that for those fans, this would feel like a real sort of punch in the dick. For me, and for people who don't seem to have as much of a reverence, I don't know. I feel like this movie's just really intriguing. Like this, Adam Sandler in this is not playing comedy. He's doing like a serious drama role. He's an alcoholic. He's washed up. He's a struggling father. He's lost his wife and he has no idea what he's doing. Like, there's nothing funny about him or a situation in this movie, right? He's playing this like a drama. He's playing this like one of his other, like Hustle or like one of his serious. But then I disagree because this whole movie's like it's a quiet meditation on alcoholism and aging and fame. And this is basically this is Adam Sandler interrogating Adam Sandler. This is him being like, who am I? What is happening with my life? He was the biggest star once upon a time. Everyone knew his name. Everyone watched his movies. And now he's a little bit washed. Now, yeah, he was once Happy Gilmore. And now he's made Murder Mystery 1 and 2. No one likes his stuff anymore. But everyone still knows him and loves him and talks about him with a reverence for what he used to be. And I think there is a genuine like autobiographicalness to this, where this is kind of the character that made him... Like this and Billy Madison are the characters that made him who he is. And this movie really feels like him trying to sort of... I don't know if he's necessarily trying to interrogate something, but it's him at least being like, yeah, this is shit I'm going through. I don't know if he's an alcoholic, but he's at least like... I think he's aware that he's aging. He's aware that he's past his prime. He's aware that there is a sanctity to something that he's doing, but he doesn't really know what to do with that or if he even cares enough about it. He just wants his family to have a good life. Like in the movie, he wants his daughter to go to the school. He wants his sons to do. Like all he wants is his family and friends to be okay. And I think there is a genuine kind of
ups so he can pay for his daughter. Like he'll do these movies. He's like, yeah,
that's right. And I think this is him kind of acknowledging that. He's like, yeah, I know these movies are shit. And I don't think he's proud of them necessarily, but he's just like, this movie feels like him trying to sort of understand something about himself. And like his obsession with what makes people special. Because I don't think he thinks he's overly special, but he's aware that he's special. And that's just like, that's the fascinating tension in this movie, where it's a drama basically. But every now and then it puts in like some jokes and it will remind you of old jokes. And then it will be a really sort of sorrowful like reflection on how he's lost his wife and he's alone. I don't know.
Go hard on that. Make me depressed. Make me sad. But I don't know. They go to this is actually a bottle of alcohol too many times. I feel like there's too many things that I was
I think that's fun. I think him drinking out of a cucumber or drinking out of a golf club is pretty good. I'll watch him do that for a movie.
It was funny. While he's packing it at the grocery store, like he's got this cucumber he's just always taking around with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's like I do appreciate that aspect of it, and I do like that commentary on it. But
I was really surprised that there did feel like an earnestness to this movie in some ways, like in his, especially like the voiceover, like that's all through it too. Like it just I don't know, feels like he's actually trying to work some shit out. Yeah, interesting. It's interesting. I had zero expectations, but I was surprised by how much I actually kind of enjoyed it. What do you think of Benny Safdie as the bad guy? a bit of a random cameo, bit of a random part for him.
Well,
and Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny is the
the second main character basically. Again, I know that name, but I've never heard of it.
I don't really know who he is either, but I know the name, right? And then
Gladys, I know Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
He's pretty funny. Like he's actually pretty good in this.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Really famous. Like, dude, he's like super popular. Like
that's what I mean. Like I've seen his name a lot, and I've always assumed it was a girl.
So
to find out it's a. I don't know where he's from. He's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
He's Why do you guys think he has all the cameos? Like, what do you think the point of having 600 cameos in this movie is?
Because it can't be cheap. He's like got all these.
Do you reckon he's paying most of these people though? I reckon there's a lot of these people who are like, Adam Sandler wants me in a movie. I am there for the day of shooting it's going to take. Like,
I mean, it's that generation.
I'm sure you get paid food. Like
his fans.
That's right. Yeah,
100%. Plus,
Yeah,
I reckon there's a bit of a reverence for this, like Happy Gilmore in the golf community. I reckon there is.
For sure.
Weirdly.
For sure.
Like, you wouldn't get all these stars of the game to be there if they didn't have some respect for Happy Gilmore in a weird way, right? Like,
Like commentators, all that sort of stuff. Like, it's a huge thing in the golfing world, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
This
the
is
only
their-
time it's ever been
this is their
interesting. So they're holding on to it.
There was the whole Tiger Woods.
I don't want to, I don't want to try and defend golf to you guys, but
Are you a golfer, Runner?
no, I have played quite a lot of golf in my life. I'm not good at it, but it is one of those games. It is kind of fun.
It is a game. Yes.
It's you against yourself. You are your biggest enemy on the
I do that in play.
on the
I do that by
fairway.
myself in my room. I don't need to go to golf to do that.
I like seeing Haley Joel Osment get, in anything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do. There is like he's like rejuvenating a career there. So that's nice.
This and I call it Pussy Island. That's not what it's called.
Oh yeah. Was it Blink Twice?
Blink Twice. Yeah, he's pretty good in that too.
Yeah, he's having a
true.
real. He's having a comeback.
Renaissance. Shooter McGavin was fun.
Yeah.
Being locked up in the psych ward until Happy Gilmore was mentioned, and he blows it all because he just can't hide his hatred.
Yeah. I thought his turn was genuinely like, from a narrative point of view, was good. The whole he comes back and he's like, we have to defend this game of golf, and that kind of turn of characters where it's like they can agree on the fact that the game they love is special. It's like that felt like a genuine sort of way to get around that hurdle.
Hatred. Yeah.
Rather, in a lesser movie, it would have just been like, I don't know, but they would have done something shittier. Whereas this just felt like a genuine sort of, enough time's passed. This young guy's coming for our integrity.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. It's
not much more to say, really. I mean, it is an hour. Oh, it's actually a pretty long movie. Probably too long.
2 hours.
It's nearly 2 hours. Yeah, but
a lot more time spent just hanging. Who's the guy who is his roommate is really funny, and he's a famous golfer. I think.
Oh, the guy who's drinking the hand sanitizer for the rest of the movie. Him and Steve Buscemi, who's pissing in his mailbox for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah. He's really funny, and I'm pretty sure he's just a famous golfer, but he actually does a pretty good performance, I think. And then Ben Stiller's back. Alex
see,
Anonymous.
there's that whole arc.
Alkies.
But he's funnier in the first one. Again,
He is.
It's lesser comedy, but it is. Yeah, there's a lot of funny stuff with him. We're just basically putting them to work on anything.
Yeah, he's got him cleaning his house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, should we rank them? It's tough.
Yeah. It's 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is.
Yeah.
I think it has to be, even though I don't have any reverence for number 1.
Yeah, I genuinely think I enjoyed number 2 more.
Give me 2 good quotes from number 2.
Not everything is about quotes, by the way.
The time the guy keeps saying that's what she said, and his friend looks at him, he's like, "What? That was funny." When Eminem says "jackass," that was pretty funny, and then it's turned around.
It's not as
and
funny
it's
as
turned around
and jackass.
And it turns around and it's revealed to be Eminem. It's like, shit, that's good comedy. So I don't know. Do I need to keep going?
No, I think you've proven your point.
Thank you. But no, the first one is probably a superior film. This isn't really a movie. This is like a string of happenings. The first one at least has a sort of narrative.
Yeah.
Actually, also it looks like shit. It's got that awful Netflix movie where everything is just very bland and well lit, and there's
like
no,
a commercial. It's just
there's nothing dynamic to it at all. Like it really, especially when they're on the golf course, like it just looks crap.
Yep.
As in, you can see everything clearly, but that's the problem. There's nothing dynamic or interesting in it. Bothers me.
Agreed.
All right. Next fortnight, we are doing the Naked Gun quadrilogy, I guess. We're watching the original 3 and then is this supposed to be a remake or reboot or just another Naked Gun movie? It's the most important Naked Gun movie, apparently.
He's his son.
Yeah, he's his son, yeah.
Oh, is he? There you go.
Yeah, continuation.
So it's a legacy sequel.
Legacy sequel.
Yep.
Kind of like Happy Gilmore 2, I suppose.
All
All right. Thanks for joining us on The Good, the Bad and the Worst. Catch us next fortnight for The Naked Gun. This podcast was brought to you by The Taste of Iron and The God Grotesque by one Conan Clark. Check him out on Amazon. If you enjoyed us, please like us on YouTube and Spotify and Apple, wherever you heard us, and we'll catch you next time.
Peace.